Yeah. What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Swag back at it again with another. And this time it's going to be the best center build. And I'm not talking about like a 6'9" center for par. Now we're talking about rec and prime. Comp. Well, I can't really say comp rec. Rec's not really comp. But it's going to be a 7 foot plus build of center for comp prime and rec. So let's get into it. So for name, it's awfully preference, handedness, preference, jersey number preference. We know that. So for position, we're gonna go center, right? And then I've seen a lot of people like test out the 7'3", 7'2", 7'1s, right? Just like last year, I think the 7'2s for poppers were really 7'1s and 7'2s for popper were like really the go-to. But I think with this year, and the reason for behind it is you can't really sit in a spot and play multiple lanes like you could in 2K23. As y'all know, they patched the lane steals, so now you can't really just sit in between two defenders and like steal every pass, right? You actually have to move, rotate, run. So the 7'2", 7'3", 7'1", they're just a little bit too slow, I think so, for my liking, and for like rotating and getting out on defense. So we're gonna go 7 foot, right? After 7 foot, let me open this up where I have my stats. All right, 7 foot, we're gonna go 248. 248, as y'all see, gives us that extra speed. 248, and then we're gonna go max wingspan, obviously, just to be able to. Max wingspan is definitely the way for center. Unless you want a specific high 3-pointer, you always want to go max wingspan on your build, right? All right, so let's start. For driving dunk, I'm gonna start with finishing, work my way down. Driving dunk, we're gonna go 75. Now the reason for this, in my mind, I'm making like a 5-out type of build, right? So if y'all know the Real Be Black or I'm in Corner / Penny, who played with us in 2K23, our play style of having the center sit in the corner and we call cuts, back doors, whatever. I want the build to be able to dunk like on the cut, like being able to like drive and dunk. So we're gonna go 75 driving dunk, right? For standing dunk, also 75. If I'm not mistaken, that unlocks some good packages of like big man standing dunk packages. So we go 75. And then for close shot, it's not super elite, but we're gonna go 70. You get the bronze fast twitch. This is not gonna be really a build to mash in the paint. Like this is not gonna be like a PNR and hit him on his slip and he mashes. No, this is not that type of build. But 70 should still be enough where you do catch it down there. You don't get a standing dunk. You can still get a close shot relatively easy, right? For 3-pointer, we're gonna max it out. We get a 74 on this build, which unlocks that silver catch and shoot, like y'all can see. Midi, we're not gonna really utilize midi, so we're gonna leave like that. And since this is a rec and prime build, we're gonna raise free throw to a 71, right? Pass accuracy. Now, from last year, the main stuff was 86, right? Or even 76 if you're making, like if you only wanted gold, you would go 76. But now, 75 only gives you silver. Going 86, which gave you Hall of Fame last year, only gives you gold. But we're gonna go all the way to 92 to get that Hall of Fame break started, man. I've seen a lot of builds stop at 86 and they're like, oh, we get gold. Gold is like, nah, man, for prime, you want Hall of Fame. That's the easy breakout points when they miss, throw, RBA on the break. Like, that's easy points right there, right? Ball handle, we leave the same. Speed with ball, we don't touch it. Now interior, we're gonna go 82, right? You only need 77, as y'all can see. For the anchor, you only need 77 interior, but 82 gives you that post move lockdown, right? Unlocks the post move lockdown on silver. For perimeter and steal, we're gonna max out steal, even though you only get bronze interceptor and you get a bronze interceptor at 60. So in your head, you might be thinking, oh, Swag, why you need the extra 10 attributes? You're not getting no badges except right stick ripper, which you're probably not gonna use on the center. But they nerfed not only lane steals, but like the rating in general. So a 70 steal is gonna be way better in lanes than a 60 steal, even though it's only bronze interceptor, if that makes any sense, right? So for perimeter, we're almost gonna max it out, but we're just gonna go 1 tick down to 64. That's just so we can add, like I tweaked every little attribute on this build and I needed it to be 64 in order to get everything I wanted. For block, we're gonna go 92. 92 gives you gold anchor, like I said before. This build does get 99, but Hall of Fame anchor, you would have to raise your interior, and I just think 99 overalls attributes are too expensive this year. You get a much well-rounded build if you go like low 90s, mid 90s rather than maxing it out, right? For O board, we're gonna go 85. 85 O board, and then 93 D board. The reason for 93, I know chase down. Hold on, let me raise my strength also so you guys can see. So for strength, we're gonna go 90. 90 strength gives us that Hall of Fame box out beast, and we just need to raise our defensive rebound up 1 to unlock it. So I know 92 gives you that rebound chaser, as y'all can see right here. 92 is rebound chaser, but we need 93 in order to get Hall of Fame box out beast, which for prime, comp prime, and for rec is gonna be really nice to have. For speed, for speed, we're gonna go 66. Now this does max out at 67, but just like the perimeter, we had to save attributes some places. So for speed, we only get a 66, but it's a lot better than these other 7.2, 7.3s that people are making. Those only get like a 40 speed, 38 speed. So like you're not gonna be able to rotate with that build, right? But for 66 speed, that should be more than enough to run out to the hash, run back to the corner, or swing down to the paint if you call like a stack or something. So that's the reasoning for that. For vertical, we're gonna go 80. Now I know the high vertical is a little questionable, but 80 gives you that gold chase down. I can't vouch for how good gold is compared to silver. Obviously, I don't have that information yet. We'll have to see if maybe 2K Labs drops a video on it. But chase down gold, I feel would be relatively nice to have combined with the high vertical. So we have 80 vertical that helps with blocks, boards, you know what I'm saying? So that helps with a lot. And then finally, stamina, we max it out at a 95, right? So we have that gold workhorse. So you get the HOF break starter, right? Also with the dimer, post playmaker, relay passer, touch passer. Relay passer and touch passer for 5 out, I think it's gonna be really good. Especially with Penny. If y'all remember Penny in 2K23, he would always like, if he catches it and it's not a wide open shot, he would just beam it back to like opposite hash or opposite side corner. He would just like dot. So with these badges, those passes will be even faster, and they'll give whoever's shooting it a boost. So that's really good. This build, so the build gets the silver catch and shoot with a 74.3, which is, from what I've seen, is mid 70s is all you need to green consistently. Still gets decent finishing, standing packages. It gets fast twitch bronze, rise up bronze, driving dunk. With 75, you get like DeMar DeRozan, athletics off 1, like, you know, so you get decent amount. And then 70 close shot, which is, like I said, you're not gonna be mashing with this build, but 70 should be more than enough to, if you're open, it's obviously gonna make it, right? So that's the end of the build, man. And the most, not the most important, but one thing I liked about the build was the build name. You would think with a popper that like the finishing's not super elite, it can shoot, you'll think like a dining or something. We get the name, oh no, it was probably the other build I made. This name gets named BREAKSTARTER, which is kind of similar to last year. I made another one similar to this build. This is the better version, but the old version I had like diming two-way interior threat or something crazy like that. Nah, but we get BREAKSTARTER. We don't really care about the comparisons. But yeah, man, that's the build. I'm dropping a lock build also, probably tomorrow, maybe later today, tomorrow. We'll have to find that out. I'll tell you guys about that soon. But this is the best center build. For 5 out especially, obviously if you're doing popper and he's gonna be like super mashing inside, like you're hitting him on the slip every single time, you might want to tweak it a little better with more finishing. But as a popper for the 5 out where you're gonna be spotting up in the corner on offense most of the times, this is probably gonna be hands down the best build you can make. So like I said, if you haven't hit that like button, subscribe, more builds on the way. Probably gonna stream these next couple days playing with Joe and playing with the Black Market squad. We might start up Prime sooner than later. But yeah, man, lock build in the works. I'm out until next time. Peace.